Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mike Shoemake, and welcome to a insider view of my Facebook page, where my friends and family make goofy, silly posts that I don't necessarily want my professional contacts to see. Case in point, here is Patrick Stewart in a lobster costume. So, uh, it's Halloween today, and it's a fitting podcast because it's very scary when you think about your professional life and how you appear on Facebook and how those are not always the same thing. So let's take a look at how I appear to the public and share with you how you can get there too. So, first of all, you have to know what you look like to the public. This is me signed in to my account as me. And of course, it's going to show all of my posts. And of course, my posts are awesome. They're all about technology and happy Halloween, and they're they're all interesting as far as I'm concerned. The trick, though, is to see what your posts look like to somebody that you don't know, like a student or a school board member or a parent. So what you have to do is you have to understand that when you go to Facebook, you click on your name, and then in the down arrow here, you click on View As, and that will take you to a page that shows you this tool lets you see what your timeline looks like to the public. Well, there it is. Notice that I don't use a picture of myself. Um, uh, Notice that you don't see any of my updates. Notice that when you go to my photos, uh, there's nothing there. You don't see my mobile uploads. You don't see my albums. You can't see anything. So we'll click on mobile uploads just to show you there are no photos that the public can see in any of these. So also when you go and you click on my friends to see who I'm hanging out with, you cannot see any of the friends that I have, mainly because of the bad decisions they make. Uh, love them each and every one, but I have to stay professional and I've got to stay sort of under the radar. And I don't want my wild and crazy personal life to be judged or otherwise to be mixed in with my professional persona. It's very important. So let's go back and show you how to get here. Um, First, I'm going to go to my Facebook page, hit my name, and I'm going to show you how to control how people see your friends when they go to your profile when they're public. I'm going to click on friends, and we're going to click right here on the pencil. It says manage. We're going to edit privacy. And there's two drop downs here, friend list. Who can see your friends list? And by default, this is actually set to public, which means that anybody can see your friends. That is not necessarily a good thing for a teacher or somebody in the public limelight. So you need to change that to friends. Then who are you following? We don't necessarily need to know uh, what interests everybody has, if those are not professional or if those are personal. And I welcome everybody to have a personal life, but let's not put it up there on display. So again, there's a drop down. Come down here, say only friends can find out who I'm following. Hit close, boom, nobody can know. That's important. Now, um, let's go to photos. We'll do the same thing. You'll be able to see some of my goofy photographs here. But these are photos of me that other people have taken and then tagged me in or included me in. Then if you go to your photos, or actually albums, this is where the folders that your photos are stored in, you'll see that in my view, I have some funny picture of my wife and I and an old buddy of mine. Um, your profile pictures will always be public. However, if you take a look at this little your friends icon in the bottom right, your friends indicates who can see it. So when I drop that down, that icon, or excuse me, that particular album, only friends can see. If I see it here, friends, only friends can see it. And that setting is what allows me to keep all of these albums private. Now, if you'll notice that that icon is not necessarily there on timeline photos, mobile uploads, and profile pictures. Well, profile pictures will always be public. Um, your cover photos will always be public simply because that's what people land on your landing page. But your mobile uploads are actually what lands on your feed, and your feed is also kept private. So those sort of by default are controlled by that particular setting. So how do you get your feed to be private? Well, that is also very easy. I'm going to scroll up here to the top right where we have settings. This is the little gear symbol. I'm going to go down to privacy settings, and there's two things in here that are really important. Who can see your future posts? So this controls who can see everything that I post sort of from now on. And I can click here and control whether that's public or whether friends see it. I would encourage you to make that friends. Now, limit the audience for posts you've shared with friends or friends or public. So this is controlling what I have posted in the past. So again, I'm going to click this. I'm going to click on Limit Old Posts. And then when I hit confirm, which I've already done, it will basically make all of my old posts gone too. So when the public goes to that screen, they do not see any of my posts whatsoever. So share on Facebook with whom you wish to share on Facebook. Do not make your Facebook a public display of your private world. I highly recommend that as a tactic for anybody in education or anybody in the limelight. Now, one more thing, when you are posting, if you'll forgive some of my friends' odd Halloween pictures there, but while you're posting, there's a drop down here that lets you indicate who each post will be seen by. So please control that as well. If you want the public to see it, you can override that setting and make a statement so that if somebody does go to your public scene, they can see it. However, most of the time, you want to keep this to your friends or even your close friends or your other lists in Facebook. So you can control it by post, or you can sort of control it overall. This has been 7 minutes, but 7 important minutes. Thank you very much for your time. This is Mike Shoemake.